Today I thought, randomly out of this spare moment, I'm going to make a big batch of soup. I'm doing a coconut pumpkin soup. People have their own recipes, and I thought I'd just share mine, real quick and easy thing. I try to stay away from stock powders, etc. for this, so it's cheap, really cheap and easy. But we'll just go through the stuff that I have for my dish today. But we'll start with, I've got 1 full Kent pumpkin, 1/2 a butternut pumpkin. I've got 4 sweet potatoes. I have 6 brown onions. And I've got about 12 or 13 potato. I also have coconut cream as well. A bit of soy sauce, some mustard, some crushed garlic, and some salt. Equipment that you'll probably need, you'll need a pot basically. So for this recipe, you can, for just 1 tin, obviously just use a quarter and a half, maybe just 1 or 2, 4 potatoes and an onion or so, and that should get you pretty much the same result again. Equipment I use, I've got a bowl for my peelings. I always like to remain tidy around where I'm working as well. You obviously a peeler, a spoon, your board, your knife, some water ready to go, and a couple spoons for taking out seeds for the pumpkin and for tasting as well. So anyway, we'll get cracking on straight away. What I'm going to do first is we're going to chop some onions, peel and chop onions. So this can be super rough because we're going to puree anyway after. Yeah, just simple puree. So all I do is top tail and take the skins off, cut them in half. Simple as easy. So it's just a real simple, easy, rough cut. And I'm just going to throw it straight in the pot. I mean, the other option you can do with the soup as well is actually peel and cut everything, put it all into bowls onto the side, and just whack it all in one after the other. There's a little bit of a technique to it. But I believe in all of you that you can cook. Everyone can cook ratatouille. Again, like I said, really rough. All I'm doing is cutting in half lengthways. So cutting in half lengthways. Sorry guys, I wish I had another camera or a cameraman to come in closer, but when I'm by myself it's really tough. Sorry, that is making me cry. Yeah, simply just in half, and I'm cutting them into 6s. Again, so I'm just going to throw a bit of oil on my pot. I'm just using sunflower oil again. This is vegetable oil actually, sorry. Again, I've got my mat underneath my board. It's always good to keep your board stable when cutting. Just so the board doesn't slip, your knife doesn't slip, and vice versa. My next things I'm actually going to put in are the potatoes. Potatoes will be the next longest thing to cook. So I'm just going to quickly peel all of these while that's frying off. Okay, actually I was just thinking something. I find a good technique of peeling potatoes, especially with a vegetable peeler. Doing it with a knife could be different. You might do it with a knife if you find it more comfortable. Yeah, they're long like this. I tend to just take the top and bottoms off. And then basically it's just a straight edge down, and what happens is it's just nice quick rolling over technique, and you should be able to peel a potato pretty fast. Again, I just developed techniques in my old age. I'm trying to make things as quick as possible. Okay guys, so if I've peeled my potatoes, I've actually peeled my sweet potatoes as well. So what I'm aiming for at the present moment is like a light caramelization of the onion when it goes a bit brown. I will then add a little bit of garlic, basically add my garlic, and then we'll add the potatoes also to that. So what I'm going to do with the potatoes is cut them into 6s. Doesn't matter about the size, if they're a little bit bigger, cut them in maybe into 8s. Really simple. Again, it's a cheap, easy thing to do. I think this whole soup itself, including the tins, was $14 or $15, and the thing is I'll be able to freeze some down as well. So packing them into containers, putting them into the freezer, defrosting when I want to. I can really having a base, you know, potatoes, pumpkin, or just pumpkin, onion, a bit of garlic maybe, a bit of stock if you have stock. If you make stock for yourself, that's great. If not, just get stock cubes or like vegeta or something from the shop, you know, like a slight caramel. It's starting to go transparent. They're going soft now. So what I'm going to do is add the garlic. I'm going to put about 2 tablespoons in this lot. So for a smaller recipe, just a teaspoon will do. I'm just going to empty this out really. And I'm not going to fry it for that long either. Honestly, I'm just going to almost let it steep in that oil until I put with the potatoes. So, because potatoes I'm going to fry off as well. I feel I'm running out of gas. Potatoes I'm going to put in as well. Just going to stir through my potatoes and start frying that down as well. I'm just going to cut my sweet potatoes now into rings. Again, really rough, like there's no need to have everything precise. Because at the end of the day I'm going to put a blender through it to make it into a puree anyway. So frying it, bringing out those starches, those sugars as well. For at least 5 or 10 minutes I'll give it a good fry before I actually add any liquid to it. Pumpkins, let's get to that. So what I'm going to do is cut it in half. So the seeded side, I then will handle that first. So what I'm going to do now is with a spoon is cut from the top. As you see, I've cut pretty much exactly where I wanted to be to leave a gap, so I can actually scoop down and get my spoon right in there. So I'm going to get my spoon right in there. So all I'm going to do now is then try to keep my arm out of the way. I'm going to then get my spoon and go around the outside, and where I got the top there, what I want to do is get my spoon and just lever it out side to side and cut that through, and that should just eventually pop out if you have a spoon that's worthy of it, like that. And it's really simple, really easy, especially with butternuts. The Kents are probably a little bit more difficult. These are a better shape for it. So when I start peeling, I'm actually going to take the bottom off as well. This is the seeded side, and then again I'm just going to put that back on that side and just go around. And here comes the daughter. Hello, Alexis. Hi. Are you going to say hello to the world? Say hello. Hello? Can you say hello, world? So she's pushing 4 teeth at the present moment. 2 top molars and 2 canines. We're having so much fun. Very sleepless. Aren't we, Bubba? Yeah, so peeling pumpkin doesn't have to be difficult. I just take top and bottom off, make sure there's a flat side, and just go straight down. And then just trim it at the ends, really. Just make sure all the skin's off. When roasting, actually, I'll keep the skin on as well. The skin's quite nutritious. It is a little bit rubbery, like on the bite, but I find it very nutritious and it's quite delicious. For the pumpkin, the top side with no seeds, I'm just going to cut it in half, like that. So I'm just going to cut it straight down the middle. Make sure your point of the blade goes down on the board first, and then go straight through. That was garlic, huh? So hello everyone. Look at the light, Bubba. Say hello. You gonna wave? No? Okay. We're doing pumpkin soup. Okay. I'm gonna try to do this one-handed. Don't try this at home. And I'm doing the same thing. So my point of the knife always hits the board first. I'm gonna hit down with the heel of the knife. Again, a bit difficult. It's a bit smaller. The heel of the knife. Beautiful. Beautiful. And then just gonna lay them down like this. And we're just going to cut them down straight through. Again, straight through. Just going to throw that straight into the pot. Again, size doesn't matter because it will cook out. If you don't like that silt you get from pumpkin as well, you can actually just put gloves on. It can be annoying, it stays on for days. I do find it quite annoying. With the ones with the seasons, cutting it in half like I did before, and just cutting it into segments. Just rocking it over. Again, all your mothers at home who do this, even fathers who do this at home, doing it like this, cooking at home for other kids or your family or husbands or wives, good on you. It's tough, I know. So you can stay out of mischief. Now for my Kent, it's probably a little bit more difficult for this one, and I'm going to have to put you down for this as well, bub. You'll need 2 hands, and I'll show you a technique now how to tackle this beast. Not the biggest I've seen, probably America you probably get bigger ones, especially with the competitions in the country. But let's give it a go. You ready? Give it a slap. Hit. Yeah. High five. Yes. So guys, we're going to tackle the Kent. So Kent pumpkins like this. I don't know if you get them around the world. I know Australia we do. You can use Jap pumpkins, whatever. So tackling this one's going to be really quick and hopefully quick. So what I'm going to do is get the point of my knife and stick it into the top with a core. And what I'm going to do is 4 cuts. 1 through here. 1 through here. Try to keep your fingers away as well. A bit of pressure. Make sure you're facing away. So all I'm trying to do is cut you up the top of the core. If you have any other suggestions as well how to do this, please again post it on the bottom of the video. Making sure that goes like this. Then all I'm going to do is with a non-sharp object, get in and try to pull out the core. Like that. You can keep your seeds if you want, dry them, put them back in your garden, do whatever. That's the top. I'm going to throw it straight in my pot. Rubbish. Now, on each one of these corners or angles, what I'm going to try to do is cut a line with that cut, like this. So, straight down, straight through, and twirl the pumpkin as you're cutting. So on its edge, into those gaps. The reason why I use the gaps because it's a good starter. Alright, I'm getting your knife in and I'm going to just twist down, twist up and around. I'm not going to cut through to the bottom. I don't want to cut through the bottom. I just want to take the sides off. So it just basically opens up. Again. So 4 cuts like that, not through the bottom. So now all I'm going to basically do is rip. 2, 3, because your cut will never ever meet up into the middle. Alright, really quick, simple, easy. And then all we're going to do, we'll take the seeds out like we did the last one, and then we'll take off the edges and I'll take off the skin. Okay, deseeding time. So again, there's a bit of a film, you can wear gloves as well. I actually start from the bottom or the top and I scrape my way down. Again, everyone else has their own system to do this. I just like getting the membrane and getting it all out at once. So it's just maybe pushing and following, getting the skin. First of all, I find it easier to do, and there you go, quick and easy. It comes out in one. Okay, I've deseeded. Let's try this peeling part. So I'm going to do the same thing as well. I'm just going to follow the contour of the outside. So I'm just going to top and tail it. So it's up to you if you want to cut it in half again. I tend to flip it on one side and then grab an edge and then start, making sure you don't take the top of that finger off. So you want to try to find the most straight line to cut your pumpkin as possible. Nice, quick and easy. So it's just one flip around and you do it, and get it, and done. And as promised, there's no fooling around in this one. I'm just going to cut everything up and throw it straight into the pot. As you probably noticed, I've actually added the water into here as well. And so I've taken a little bit longer than I wanted to. So that was 3 litres of water for mine. So I'll probably have to add another couple litres. So probably 2 litres of water, and then a tin of 600ml tin, or 400ml tin of coconut cream we have in Australia. 400 mils. Okie dokie, so I've got the first 3 litres. I've got probably another 2.5 litres here. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to cover my veggies, which that 2 litres has actually done it. I've then got 2 tablespoons of Dijon mustard. I've actually just watered down. I'm just going to throw into the pot as well. And I've got about 2 tablespoons of soy sauce, which I'm just going to whack in there as well. So soy sauce is like a little bit of my seasoning as well. I don't know, it just seems to really work with this soup. So honestly, now I'm just going to bring it to the boil, and when this is all tender, I'll get back to you. We'll throw in the coconut cream, we'll puree it, and then we'll season it up, and it's basically ready to serve. So welcome back. So my soup's pretty much done now. Everything is really tender, like veggies are really tender. So I'm pretty much ready to puree. So the last minute thing I do is that I am going to add my 3 tins of coconut cream. Obviously big batch. This is a big batch. I'm going to do something a bit smaller. Obviously just divide it how you like. So I'm probably going to get close to 50 serves out of this. Whoop. I'm just going to throw that straight in. But what I will be doing though is adding probably a couple tablespoons of salt to this now, just to mix through. And then right at the end, if I need to adjust the seasoning, I will as well. So honestly, I think this is just the base for a soup. You could add kaffir lime leaf, you could add lemongrass to this. You could add all sorts of herbs and spices to make it regional if you want, or just play around with it and get the flavors that you particularly like. I'll just let it come to the boil, which is just about to do now, and then we'll get the blender in and see how it goes. Okay crew, it's been boiling for 5 minutes now, so what I'm going to do is get my blender into it. So I've just got like a stab mixer that I'm using for this. Might take a little bit of time, so once it's blended we'll come back to you again, and we'll just garnish it up and show you how it goes. So I took a little bit of salt to get that right. So let's plate one up. So I just got my little blue bowl. Wonderful. Yeah, nice and easy. Got a little bit of nutmeg, just as a sprinkle. Give me world. Bit of coconut cream again. Just on top. Fantastic. There you go guys, my pumpkin soup with coconut cream. And that's just garnished with a bit of nutmeg, spring onion. Really simple, fairly quick and easy. It's under an hour. What I did was quite substantial. You can freeze it down, easy, not a problem. And I have enough serves, and it's really cheap as well. So always a winter idea. We're coming to winter in Australia. So a good winter idea for anyone to wrap around, and really it's just a quick 10-minute prepping. Cooking time's probably 40 minutes, and then snacking into it after, provided you have obviously the equipment that you need. But guys, that's it for me. Yeah guys, thank you for joining me anyway today. Yeah, hopefully next time we'll be doing flatbreads. Again, leave in the comment section on any ideas that you want me to do or put on as a chef. Hopefully I have the knowledge and I can pass it on to you. Subscribe to my channel if you like what you see. Follow the links for the next video. And then, yeah, see you next time. Cheers.